Hi folks, John Morris here, hoping you're doing well wherever you are in the world. In today's video I want to share with you my top 3 things that I always look for when I'm taking on a commissioned order. At the end of this video I want you to like, share and subscribe so more people can get the information as well. The last 13 years I have made a living from taking commissioned painting orders from people literally around the world. We're almost at 1,000 paintings now over the last 13 years. So what do I look for when someone says to me, John, I want you to paint a special memory on canvas for me? Number 1. Have you got a clear photo? Artists, when they're starting out, tend to just take whatever work comes their way because they're desperate for exposure. They're desperate to get out there. They're desperate to get their name known. But sometimes this can be counteractive. The reason I put now, I want you to think about what it's counteractive, just to take any work that comes your way. Because in the past I did the same thing. A person would supply me with a photo and it may not be of the highest quality. So I had to use artistic license to try and get the likeness to the photo as sharp as possible. Sometimes this worked, sometimes it didn't. These days what I always ask people is, have you got a clear photo for me to work from? Clients often will send me several different photos. Now what this will do is, believe it or not, many artists will think, oh my goodness, I'm going to scare the client away because I'm asking questions. No. What you're actually going to do is show your degree of professionalism. If you just take whatever photo comes and it ends up coming back as a bad piece of work, then you've got the reputation as a quick artist, a desperate artist, and someone that's going to leave the client unfulfilled and unsatisfied. By asking, do you have that clear photo, they instantly feel, wow, this guy's professional. If you can offer an artistic perspective as well into the best type of photo that they can provide, they will also think, wow, this guy is very professional, or this girl is very professional. So that's number 1, what I look for is a clear photo. Step number 2. What I look for is, do you have a size in mind? For example, if you head now to johnmorrisartfromtheheart.com/commissions, we have made a major upgrade in the last 24 hours to the website, where now if you click on a size you will get all information, but most importantly, what size is going to be right for your home. A little story I want to tell you now. There was a gentleman that purchased a painting from me several years ago. Wonderful man, very, very friendly. However, he lived in a small 1-bedroom apartment. But he purchased a painting that was 25 by 30 inches, which is quite a big painting. He got the painting, he went to put it on the wall, and after we chatted about this previously, he emailed me and said, I'm concerned now that I've purchased a painting that is too big. We went back through the messages and that's the advice that I'd given him. For someone that lives in a small 1-bedroom apartment, I would suggest sizes no bigger than 12 by 16 or 16 by 20 at a push, unless you're wanting it to take up your entire wall. So we always ask, what kind of size have you got in mind? Because it also affects the cost as well. So a couple of things that you can do to get your clients comfortable with you. What kind of size have you got in mind? But also, did you have a budget in mind? For me, the two go hand in hand, as we charge by size, sometimes by project as well. So these are 2 things to be thinking about. Have you got a clear photo, and do you have a size/budget in mind? Tip number 3. What I look for when clients ask me to do a commission for them. Do you have a date in mind? Now, the reason that we always ask this as artists is because we know how long it's going to take us to do a painting. I run the John Morris Art from the Heart School of Art. So we're really busy 3 or 4 days a week teaching students how to paint, which leaves very little time for other things. However, we also have blogs to do, we have videos to do, we have paintings of our own to do. The list goes on and on and on because we're a small business that is growing. So I said to clients, have you got a date in mind? And that's why this piece is next to me here. This lady wanted this painting done, ordered, produced, built, finished and done within the span of about a week and a half to 2 weeks. because she is having a bridal shower for this lovely lady here. Now this painting was a scene from Philadelphia. I believe it was the night that they got engaged. So it tells a story, it tells this wonderful thing, and she's wanting to give it to her daughter on the night of their wedding. Yes, absolutely, we can do that for you, but it's going to increase the cost because we've got to put all the other projects back. The last thing that you want to do, folks, is to take on a painting, for them to give you a deadline, and then for you to know that you can't fulfill it by then. What I will normally say to our clients is, it will take between 3 and 4 weeks, maximum. What we always try to do is to make sure that the painting is done within 1 to 2 weeks. This leaves your customer again feeling, wow, they did a really awesome job for me, they really put this through, and it was a quick turnaround as well. This has pluses and negatives as well, folks, which we will talk about very briefly here, but more so in our next video. The pluses and negatives of doing artwork really quickly is that sometimes this can be the norm, this can be expected. So if you have a really, really busy spell, a client can still expect the work to be done within 1 to 2 weeks. Allow yourself that lead time just in case of illness, just in case of busyness at work, just in case of family issues, whatever it may be. But these are things that you need to think about when you are taking on a commission order. What I want you to do also, guys, is a follow-up video on why commissions are so special. Memories fade, but photos fade, but these commission paintings will last a lifetime and they can be passed down through generation to generation. Make sure to like and share and subscribe on our videos, guys. Have a great day.